Hello everybody, Sage be me. Today I'm with your boys.
Rizine the commander.
Rizine in the building. And on today's episode we'll be talking about, it's more so like planning yourself.
Yes.
After you've set out your vision, ama you've been, let's say you've been saving up. You've been saving up, what next?
How do you organize yourself?
Yeah. So let's say nimesave niko na like 50,000. Nimesave. So sijui nifanya nini next. It's just by chance kwa ajili growing up nimeshinda nikiambiwa ukisave inakuanga poa. Kusave inakuanga poa. Sasa niko na 50,000. Sijui nipeleka wapi pesa kwa ajili hii ni ya kusave tu.
Yeah, umesave tu and you've gotten all the way to 50k. Yeah.
So nifanye nini next? Niko na options kadhaa. But on my mind saizi currently nitafikiria acha nipeleke kwa pesa kwa bank. Kwa ajili the other day tukiongea tu tulikuwa tunasema how compound interest affects money.
It does.
So kwa akili yangu saizi at the back of my mind nafikiria
nitapeleka hiyo kwa bank.
Nitapeleka kwa bank.
Most people nafikiranga tu hivyo, ndio.
Ikienda kwa bank sitaongezeka. Yeah. So I can't go wrong hapo. I can't go wrong. So I'm going to the bank.
Yeah.
I have no idea about what goes on in a bank, how it takes place, as in
hujui products zao, hujui anything.
Sina knowledge. What?
Unajua tu watu wanachukuanga pesa na kwa bank.
Exactly.
That's it.
You don't know anything else dealing with banks. You just know it stores money. And considering that you'll be dealing with humans, you're at a risk of the person opening for you an account. I don't know. The customer care guy or the teller. I don't know.
The relationship manager or anyone else.
You don't know sijui kama if he's a con artist or anything, because if you can't trust humans, you just have to know what you're doing and why you're doing.
Yeah, you have to, as in you unafaa kufika hapo and you know at least something about what you're going to do with your money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell me, nikienda kwa bank, what should I be expecting?
What should you expect? Let me start with the story of how I started my first bank account. Maybe at your time, hata sikuwa nimesave anything. Nilikuwa, as in, I was like, okay, wacha most people don't even do what I did actually vile unasema. Nilienda online, nikaangalia KCB, like that time I was opening KCB. I was like, okay, KCB, what bank accounts are here? How much do I need to start the time? That time like it's interesting of where palinofika saizi, but that time ilikuwa 1k to put to start. Na hiyo 1k boss
was a lot of money.
Wow.
You'll wonder where you get 1k at your young age.
Maze. So as in nilikuwa like hiyo time nilikuwa so moved, nilikuwa kuanzisha hiyo account like immediately. I needed to start it right now because nilikuwa najiuliza, okay, maisha yangu ina progress hivi na mimi like nataka kujisort kiplani. So what do I need to do right now? Nikasema acha nifungue bank account yenye iko na interest kitu fulani itakuwa inarudi. Yeah. So hii 1k nilikuja first of all nikakuja nikashow wangu nadai kufungua account, akasema akaniambia it's good that you want to open an account. So hiyo time actually this is now an account that I wanted to open for myself. Kuna nyingine nilikuwa nimeshafunguliwa, so akaniambia you already have this account, why do you want to open another one? I don't need to open this account for you. Na hiyo time mimi najua I know why
I want this account.
I know why I want this account. So nikasema okay, so what do I do? Nikasema you know what, nitatafuta EK in the house wherever I find. Nikaenda nikapata machwani nikapata 100 ma coins nyingi
unazigava tu
na hiyo time
ukipata tu unagava.
Wow, hiyo time sasa nika collect hizo pesa zote, nikasema siwezi peleka hizi vile zinakaa kwa bank online. Nikaenda tu kwa M-Pesa vizuri na hizo coins zangu nyingi na ma 5 na ma 50 bob na nini, nikaeka hapo, nikamwambia nataka ku deposit sijui. I think at that point nilikuwa nimefika ka 1050 ama 1100 kitu kama hiyo. So nika deposit, nikaenda KCB hapa Lavi, nikafungua account. Yeah. So sasa unaniuliza if I go there what
ku expect
what should I expect?
Kwa ajili most of the time unapatanga huko unafika huko unasema nataka kufungua account kwa ajili that's the
standard thing. Yeah, people go there to open accounts.
Ujui kuna account ujui hata some people you will find this is the first time unasikia kuna kuanga na different types of
different bank. By the way,
so like different accounts
sasa hii inafanya nini
exactly.
Yeah. So actually yeah, sasa that's one of the nini. So me as nilikuwa naenda kutafuta hizi information nilipata kuna like two types of saving accounts. Kuna transactional accounts. So saving accounts are basically ni unaweka pesa yako hapo, bank inatumia ina loan to other people then part of the interest unakupatia. Yeah, basically that's a savings account. Then kuna sasa transactional account ni yenye wewe unaweka pesa yako hapo lakini anything iko tu wewe unaitumia kuweka pesa na kuchukua hivyo tu basically.
It's like a trading
basically account. A trading account. So ukienda kwa bank by the way unafaa ku at least umefanya a bit of research. I feel like unafaa ku unajua kuna kwanza na kuna account kama hii na kuna account kama hii na kuna iko na interest inakaa hivi. I can have this amount as in niki withdraw nafaa kuacha this amount. Kuna kwanza na by the amount fulani unafaa kuacha kiasi.
The basic kuna pesa.
Yeah, kuna limit fulani unafaa kuwa na amount hapo. So unafaa kujua okay inafaa this is the limit. Yeah, na pia ukienda huko unafaa kujua okay why am I putting money in this bank? And why am I putting money in the bank first of all?
Exactly, yeah. See at you're just putting the bank because
because watu weka pesa kwa bank. Unajua vile ulikuwa unaniambia before your side speaking here like mtu anaweza kuwa ameweka 50k kwa mattress msee.
Yeah.
Anafaa kujua okay nikienda kwa hii bank nitapata hii account na hii account nataka kufungua hii account because ABCD. Yeah, because itanipatia siji what 8% of
interest.
Or 6 to 8% interest rate, like itanirudishia 6% every year. Ama unaenda kuweka pesa hapo as in for the security of it, then maybe unaweza tumia part of it to invest in something else. Yeah, so even ndo nafikiria. So ukifika huko as in generally unafaa kuwa unajua I'm going to open an account and you need to know unafaa kujua like which accounts are here which accounts are here even hata if not uende ukete hapo na una interrogate ourselves.
Exactly. You go ask questions. Unauliza like nikifungua account hapa itanisaidia aje?
Itanisaidia aje and which accounts do you have?
Exactly.
Ni gani na niambie everything about it.
Yes, kwa ajili knowledge ni free. Okay, you can go take a waiting number. Ulize maswali
tu. Ulize tu maswali.
Hakuna they are paid to
do that job actually.
Exactly. Yeah, analipwa kukusikiza. Hata kama you don't bank with them analipwa kufanya hiyo kazi. So you can imagine analipwa kufanya hiyo kazi na hafanyi. So that's basically anaingiza money kwa mfuko bure.
Basically, yeah. So wewe kama ujui like if you don't know ukifika kwa hiyo bank account ukifika kwa bank go to this relationship manager or anyone there who is supposed to anafaa kukuserve. Ulize hizo maswali zote, which accounts do you have, what's the interest rate, what as in everything to do with that account. So that ukichagua moja you know what it means.
You know what you're getting yourself into. Si ati unaingia into a relationship na unaenda kujiumiza.
Unajiingiza place ujui kenye nenda kwa open.
Kwa jeli I've had stories someone has like 9 million. I've put it in a fixed account. Not a saving, a fixed account. This means per year or per month the money is getting interest.
Exactly.
It's getting interest. This guy doesn't know the money is getting interest. And it's like the person who opened the account for him knows that this guy doesn't know about
anything.
Doesn't know anything.
Ajui inapata interest. So but that can be a serious loophole by the way. Yeah, if you think about it.
So once this person sees this, nakwambia not every as in you are in this world you're supposed to know human beings are not your friends. Hata you can find that he or she is your family member lakini bado anataka kubenefit.
Yeah, but then you can't know. You see there's two sides of the divide. Kuna watu wenye they are for you and the people who are not for you. Now you always have to have a certain sense of as in unashukushuku
exactly.
Kuna lazima uko na shukushuku.
You have to be cautious.
You have to be very cautious.
See ati Because ABCD is
because
happening.
boys yangu but there are people who ended up losing all of their money. Ampatia rafiki yake aminvestie napotea yote.
No, and you can't do anything kwa ajili ni rafiki yako. Ama hata ukitaka kufanya kitu utafanya alafu nini itafanyika haitarudi.
Isi ati pesa itarudi. Exactly.
Ukisikia alinunua gari ya 9 million na pesa zako, what will you do? Labda you take the car, lakini if the car is wrecked, what next?
That's the issue now. So hizo ni vitu sasa you have to end up now lawyers, court, vitu kama hizo, which is
and it's a lot of time wasting.
A lot of time wasting. So unafaa kuchukua caution when you are starting this account, like before you even do any transaction with everyone, unafaa kujua what as in kenye nienda ku happen na pesa zako.
And since we are talking about finance today, tunaweza kuongelea investments.
I think we can totally talk about investments.
I remember during the start of the pandemic, Bitcoin zilishuka. The value dropped like it's hot. Wow. I realized if I could have bought Bitcoins at that time, right now I'll be rich. This week nimeona
zimeanza kupanda.
Zimeshoot.
That's the interesting thing about markets, by the way.
Zimeshoot by the way. So you can imagine if I bought like 2k, say ningekuwa na like 20,000. Kwa ajili zimeshoot.
They've shot actually. So that's the interesting thing about like the markets, like stock markets, even I'm not sure about forex, but stock markets, cryptocurrency, like there'll be periods where there'll be like an economic slump or something like that. Then the prices will go lower, maybe than even what the company is actually valued at, or even what the coin is valued at. Then if you buy at that time, that's the funny thing. On the way down, watu wanataka kuanza kuuza hizo vitu.
Exactly. But kwa ajili I realized vile Bitcoins, they had this impact in as in they started dropping, the value started dropping. People were quick to sell.
That's the thing. That's the interesting thing.
As in, you want to get your money
out quickly.
Exactly.
Unataka kuzitoa haraka.
Unataka kupata the profit. As in, unataki
umekuwa ukishikilia, but now you want the money. But that makes you see it for as in that's human nature now. Like you just can't kushuka, people want to, but then the funny thing is that the biggest opportunity nakwanga hiyo time yenye iko at like its lowest point, even like undervalued. Kama unajua ku value hizi vitu, like you know how to value stocks, you know how to value like cryptocurrency. Although maybe I'm not like 100%, I don't understand it really well, so,
but uko na some
I have some knowledge. So now kama unajua kuizi value, then you buy at a lower price. As in unajua to make money obviously. When the economy starts going back and you look at the company, unajua like this is what this business does, and as in it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And unajua financials, boss. Like you'll make kwanza, in fact Warren Buffett made a lot of money from the 2008. Unakumbuka in 2008 there was like an economic slump. And that's the time that he had a lot of cash. He could invest. Now he invested, and now you can imagine how much value amepata kutoka kwa hiyo.
A lot. So I tend to think kwa this album ya Jay-Z 444, the story of OJ, he tells us he could have bought a building for like 10 million. Right now the building is worth 50 million. Okay, he said it was like 4 million. Right now the building is worth 50 million. So you could have imagined you have the time and opportunity to do it right now. But you don't
do it. In fact, that's
this is the time that you get you start hearing what if. This is
the what ifs.
They really come. And I tend to tell myself, hii maisha kuna time ya kuregret. You don't have that time. Take the risk.
By the way, if you've done like you just have to ufanye research yako vizuri. Like ukiona hiyo opportunity, like it's a real opportunity, don't let it pass. If you can take the risk, you can assume that risk ufanye. By the way
hata usifikirie mara mbili.
Usifikirie, because it can go either way for anything actually. You can invest in anything and then it goes sideways. You can invest in anything and ipande vizuri. So kama ufanye research yako, unaona hiyo opportunity and you can afford to
do it.
Take the opportunity, because in the end, unajua the thing about life is, in the end vitu zitakuwa zinakuuma the most is the things that you did not do. Yeah, the things that you did not do. Now imagine if kama angekuwa anaweza kununua at 4 million and now it's worth 50 million USD, si ndio?
Yeah.
Worth 50 million USD, that means that he could have made a profit of about 46 million dollars. So he missed out on $46 million which he afforded, alikuwa anaweza kufanya exactly. Na aliona. So when you see opportunities, just don't let them go. Like
in real sense, don't let them go.
Don't let them go.
Because that profit it's more than 10. It's more than 100%. That's
it's hundreds of percentages. A lot of percentages.
So I think as long as you are in the 1% of the no, you are at a better position in taking a risk than a person who doesn't
know anything. Like let's say your 4 million property. He didn't ask around. He doesn't know. Okay, this is the value of this property for real. As in, like na yeye mwenyewe hajui anything about the building. As in, okay, it will be almost like speculation. Exactly. Like you don't know anything. You don't know kama hii stuff inaweza kudrain pesa yako yote saa hizi.
Hujui.
Maze.
Imagine you're going to the shop to buy something. You don't know the price.
You don't know the price. Yeah.
But you just buy it. It's like
they can sell it to you at any price now then
because you have no idea what the price is.
Exactly. So in fact now your deal, let's say you don't know anything about real estate, you don't know anything about buying buildings. So ukienda hapo, they can like literally, and kama hauna some experts who you are consulting who've done
uko tu.
Yeah, uko tu. You might be sold this thing at double its value.
Exactly.
And you could have gotten it at a better price even and made some money from it. But then now if you don't know, then like in investments, I think the most important thing first of all is safety of your principal. Like the amount that you have, you may invest into this thing. That's what you should think about quite a lot. Like ujue, hii pesa nikiweka hapa, it's going to increase, and if anything happens, I'm still going to get my money back. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's all about the money. Increase, not decrease.
Yeah, and most times, as in, although mimi sinapendanga kutumia hii analogy ya Warren Buffett because he sticks to the things that he understands. Like kama uelewi kitu bro, usijisumbue. As in if you don't understand something, usijisumbue by the way. Yeah.
Simply because you'll be stressing yourself out.
Yeah, you'll be stressing yourself out. Yeah, and this thing might end up now eating all your money. Unajua kuna watu wengine like you end up putting all your eggs in one basket, which is ufai kufanya hivyo. But now ukifanya hivyo you end up pesa zako zote zimelost. Exactly. Or something like that. Yeah.
It's like vile tulikuwa tunasema umeweka 9 billion kwa bank. Bank
imefail, then sasa you have nothing. Imagine ukuwe na 1 billion Kenyan shillings right now, like umeka kwa bank account. Then that bank flunks, like imeenda hivyo. Yeah. And wakipata pesa, they can only pay the people who have less amounts first. Because uko na 9 billion, how will they even pay you? Yeah. Watakulipa aje? So as in imagine that, like, so unafaa kufikiria like spread your risk. Ujua unataka kuinvest in this thing, unataka kuput, if you have like a huge sum of money, don't put all of it in one place. That's what I would think. Yeah.
That's the advice that you'll get from us over here.
Yeah. That's the advice. That's what we think, because like when you put this 1 billion in one bank account, you can like, but if you spread it out, let's say couple of hundreds in one side in like 2 banks, another 100, another one, then like let's say 400 another one. Like you spread your risk. Bank moja ikiflank, you still have some other incomes from other places. Yeah. You still have your money there.
You're not really rendered hopeless, useless.
Yeah. So let's say in terms of investments, mimi nitakuuliza swali. Yeah. So let's say you had let's say you had 1 million Kenyan shillings right now. What are you thinking? Where would you invest it?
1 million. I'd probably buy land. Because one thing I know about land, it will always increase. It's like putting your money in a bank account that has increased, as in
basically just
10% increase or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Because you can choose to sell the land at a later date, more money than
what you bought it. Yeah.
That's
its value has increased.
That's one thing that you're 100% sure about.
Yeah.
And another thing, in as much as you might venture into a business, then the business starts making money, there's also the higher risk that you will get a loss, because when you start a business, you have to invest before it starts bringing it
Yes,
back.
that's the truth, yeah.
That's one thing that I know about business. You have to invest before. But for land, in as much as, yes, I've bought land, someone might want my land because it's fertile. I can rent the land to him.
Exactly. To do something on it. You can lease it. Yeah, you can rent it to him, yeah.
So, as much as people say from Zaruto ni shamba, venture into it, by the way.
By the way, agriculture is one of those things.
As in, let me tell you something, yeah? As much as I said land, when I say land, I mean farming, shamba. Shamba, farming, all the things.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. As long as unajua unaweza kalima, upate mavuno, uko mbele.
Yeah, uko mbele, by the way.
Because you will, one thing I know is food, entertainment, and land. There'll always be a market for that. Always.
Pretty much. Food, as in, hata umetoka kula saizi, like we were just from eating right now. So as in, that's something that it's intrinsic. We need food to survive. Now, if you're producing food at a proper price, as in, you still make your money. You'll make your money. Yeah. Actually, agriculture is one of those things which are like essential for human life on planet Earth. Hiyo ni kitu yenye, as unajua, like, mimi nakuanga na knowledge zingine funny. Kuna, as in, food crisis, the food crisis. You know, the thing that bothers me the most, the people in this, like, people in Kenya, even Nairobi right now, who do not have food. They don't have food. You know, that's...
As in, they lack... They're like the same guys in Turkana. They are not different.
Yeah, as in, you know, it's crazy because that shouldn't be happening. That's something that I want to do something about.
Exactly.
That's something that I really feel strong that I should do something about. So, that thing for food is just one thing that really bothers me, by the way. I want to do something about it. Like, I'll find a way to, like...
To deal with
penetrate,
it.
Yeah, like
you'll find a way if you can control something to deal with it.
Yeah.
You'll be feeling better trying than doing nothing.
Yeah, than doing nothing. Because when you sit on the sidelines and don't do anything and people are suffering, not having food, it's I don't know. Like I would want to sit here and eat knowing that someone else is eating as well. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Not like
in fact, I'm making a dedication to do something about that on this podcast right now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a goal.
In fact, by the way, you should help me. Let's do something about it.
We'll do something about it. Because I tend to think, as much as I say, there's a reason why Chris Kirubi doesn't go about to tell Uhuru, you're running the country terribly. It doesn't mean that Chris Kirubi isn't doing something
about
what he sees is wrong.
Yeah.
That's
exactly
how
that's
I usually, in as much as he doesn't get involved in politics matters, he gets involved in things that
affect the people directly.
Him himself feels if I do this, it'll help ABCD.
Yeah.
Because honestly speaking, you feel better helping someone than not helping them.
Yeah. Like,
because if you check, the reason why someone wants to, let's say you want an iPhone 11 Pro, how will you get an iPhone 11 Pro? Buying it, you will help someone
else who's doing a business of selling the phone. Exactly. So and they'll have made some profit. Yeah.
Human beings help each other.
Yeah, it's win-win. But they, like, how to think about me, this is, I don't want to impose anything on anyone, but I always think win-win. Like, if we can't do win-win, like, I feel like if I feel like you're losing something, I feel like I'm losing. In fact, the best, I feel like, I read this in a book though, the best type of deals is when kila mtu anaenda
fulfilled, as in at a better position than they were.
Yeah. They feel at a better position, but they feel good, but they also feel like they've lost something. Because, that means that deal is fair.
Exactly.
It's fair.
I've lost my money, you've lost your...
You've lost whatever you are needing. Exactly. And then we've also made profit. So that means that it was a fair deal. Yeah, so exactly. At home, mtu mmoja anaenda home, na, like, feeling, your deal ilikuwa mbaya.
That's not how it's supposed to be. So that's the episode of today. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can follow me on my socials at Sage_B_muchachos on Instagram, Sage_B_me on Twitter.
Rizine Mzikamanda on Instagram, RR Mzikamanda on Twitter. Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.